Hello, everybody.
Tomorrow is the last day of exams for spring 2020. The craziest semester ever. So to prepare for the last day of exams, Paul and I are going to make a Za'atar chicken. It's a Mediterranean kind of chicken dish. I'm not even sure that's how you say Za'atar, but it looks like Za'atar, so that's what I'm calling it. Dr. Joel overall might have some things to say about that. And so we're gonna make a Za'atar chicken, really easy, super delicious. And some carrots and potatoes, which sounds not fancy, but it's delicious the way we make it. So we're kind of doing a double recipe. It's a twofer, hun.
A twofer.
It's a twofer.
Woo.
So for this recipe, you're going to need a whole chicken. Get your chicken while you can, because apparently that's becoming a thing. You're going to need some fresh mint from your garden, or, you know, some in a bottle if you don't have any. You're going to need some Za'atar seasoning. And this is not hard to find. It's a Middle Eastern spice. And you use a bunch of that. Some poupon. That was my frange. Really, some Dijon mustard. A lemon. Some olive oil. And a little bit of distilled white vinegar, or whatever white vinegar you have. And that's all you need for the chicken dish. Then for the potatoes and carrots, I just have a handful of new red potatoes. You can use any potato. A big yellow onion. Some baby carrots, or whatever carrots you have. If you want to peel them and chop them, good on you. And a stick of butter. Salt and pepper, of course, which goes in every dish. And the only remotely complicated part of this dish is we begin by butterflying the chicken. And I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to tie my hair back. I learned that in 3rd grade when I worked in the cafeteria. I don't want to talk about that. I'm going to unwrap, pull the stuff out of the chicken, and come back and show you how to butterfly this, and we'll get started on this dish, okay? So the first thing we're gonna do is butterfly this chicken. And I don't know if you've ever done that. It's not super fun. I don't really like touching chicken that much. And don't forget, when you're working with raw chicken, to wash your hands with hot soapy water, which you should be used to by now. So to butterfly this chicken, all we're gonna sort of do is remove this backbone. So flip your chicken over to the hard backbone part. Take a pair of kitchen shears. If you don't have kitchen shears, you should, because it makes everything way easier. And you're gonna feel your way cutting through the breastbone.
Can you use tree trimmers too?
No, you can't, Paul. Come on, man.
I'm just a handyman.
I know. If you don't have these scissors, you can always use a super sharp knife. It's a little unwieldy, but you can do it. And if you have a super sharp, fancy chef knife, you can do it. And just follow the breastbone. God, that sounded gross, didn't it, hon?
Yeah, cracking and popping.
It's kind of nasty. Then try to follow it all the way to the end. Oh yeah, there you go. Because you're going to want to lay this chicken out flat. And then that backbone lift right out. Well, that could not have been more disgusting, right, babe?
You know what? You're all over that.
Okay.
Disgusting.
Once you have the backbone cut out, flip that chicken. We're gonna salt and pepper this chicken. Okay, once you have that backbone cut out, see how you can lay your chicken flat? We're gonna salt and pepper this and then put it into a big skillet. Preheat a skillet on your stove to medium-high heat. Let's salt and pepper this. You can be pretty generous with that. Got the breast side up this time. I've got about 3 tablespoons of olive oil in the skillet. You're gonna heat that to medium-high. Okay, so here's our skillet, big skillet, so your chicken can fit in. 3 tablespoons of olive oil, heat that up to medium-high heat. Then we're gonna take our butterflied chicken, place it breast down in the pan. And then we're gonna take our old favorite cast iron skillet and put it on top because you want this bird to cook evenly. Hold on. And you are going to brown this chicken for about 20 minutes before we put it into the oven that you will now preheat to 425 degrees. Okay, we'll come back when 20 minutes are up. Okay, I've been browning my chicken on the stove for 20 minutes. I also, in a small bowl, put 2 tablespoons of olive oil and 2 tablespoons of that Za'atar seasoning. And I'm going to put this chicken in my casserole. Let's spray it. My oven is preheated to 425 degrees. So let's see what this... Oh, that's pretty good. So here, that was hot. Here's my browned chicken. It's falling apart a little bit, but that's okay. Okay, that looks good, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. I'm going to take this Za'atar and olive oil and I'm going to spread it all over the top. And of course this chicken is not done, y'all, so don't think it is. I'm gonna just slather this all over it. Okay, before I put it in the oven, at the same time, this is really complicated, so try to follow along. I took the potatoes and cut them up, threw some baby carrots in there, a sliced onion. I took a stick of butter, and really I only used about 6 tablespoons that I cut into cubes. I'm going to salt and pepper this. And I'm putting these in at the same time. And this is such a simple vegetable dish, but it's so good, isn't it, Paul?
It is very good.
All right, so I'm going to take both of these, put them in that preheated 425 degree oven, and I'm going to put it in for 20 minutes, and then I'm going to check the temperature of my chicken. You want that chicken to register at about 170 to 180 degrees when you put the thermometer in the thickest part. Now, I got to talk to all of my classes except Southern Lit on Friday, and it was fantastic. I got to see everybody's faces. I learned how to Zoom. So I'm very proud of that. And I was so happy to see you all. Now that you're done or almost done, this is the dinner you need to make for your parents, since you're mostly, but not all of you, locked away with your parents. Look how impressed they will be about what you've learned at Belmont. That's so precious. All right, I'm going to put both of these in the oven for 20 minutes and we'll come back and see what that looks like. We're also going to make a sort of vinaigrette to put on the top of the chicken when it's done, and we'll come back and look at that in a minute. Okay, let's put it in the oven, babe.
Got it.
Okay, here we go. 30 minutes of cooking at 425. I've got my Za'atar chicken. Doesn't that look good, babe?
Looks delicious.
And carrots and potatoes and onions.
Yum, yum.
I'm going to let this chicken rest for a few minutes, and I'm going to go over here and make a little vinaigrette to put on top of that chicken. Oh, you're following me, hon?
Yeah.
Okay. So, in this bowl, I'm going to put about a tablespoon of grated lemon zest or lemon peel, about a tablespoon of mint. Hold on, I gotta look at this. I'm gonna put in 2 teaspoons of white vinegar. Oh.
So you do use spoons?
I do occasionally. And then I'm going to put in a little bit of Dijon mustard. That's going to be like a half teaspoon.
Back to your old self again.
That looked more like a teaspoon, but that's fine. And then let's put a little pinch of salt. A little bit of cracked black pepper. And 3 tablespoons of olive oil. Did you almost fall there, babe?
Yeah.
Oh, easy, cameraman.
Camera animals.
Okay, so this vinaigrette is actually going to be spooned over the chicken when we carve it up. So I'm going to take that chicken, carve it into slices, and then I'll show you what this whole meal looks like. This is it, y'all. It looks good. It tastes good. It's going to be good. All right. See you in a minute. Okay. Here it is. Za'atar chicken. Potatoes and carrots. We're going to take a little bit of this vinaigrette that we made, pour it over the top of this chicken. We've got a little bit of vanilla cake with strawberry. There's strawberry in the middle. It's a buttercream frosting on top. And that is a delicious meal, isn't it, Paul?
Yes, it is.
All right, y'all, one more day of exams. We can do this. Tomorrow I get to see my Southern Lit students that I love and miss. And we'll be finishing up this semester super strong, yes? All right, y'all, see you later.